What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna do a cold hard truth, honest review of the LAB Mezz 1. So if you haven't already, you can see my original unboxing video if you click the link here. As you'll see in that video, I was very excited when I first got my LAB Mezz 1. And if you'll notice anything different about this putter is it is a different putter. It's not the one I got originally. So I'll explain why I ended up switching. So here's a look at the Mezz that I have now. So what happened was this one has the LA golf shaft. That is the reason that I got this putter instead of the other one. Different grip. So what happened was I got my original Mezz with just a standard black steel shaft. I used it for probably 10 rounds, I would say. And the feel wasn't exactly what I wanted from the putter. It felt a little bit tingy, like ting. I can't really explain it. It didn't have a really pure feel when you rolled putts. When I found this on a Facebook group, LAB group, the guy was selling it. So this build is super expensive on LAB Golf. If you were to build this putter, the Mezz 1, standard weighting, this had the same specs as far as lie angle that I needed with this LA golf shaft. Just this golf shaft alone is an upgrade of $325 on LAB Golf. So my Mezz with the standard was like 550 bucks. So this build is like a $925 putter. As absolutely insane as that sounds for a putter, I have to agree that it is insane. The prices are insane for these Mezz putters, or all LAB putters. On that point, I will say this upgraded shaft is incredible. I mean, it makes a massive difference feel-wise. This putter with the upgraded shaft versus the standard shaft, not even close. You absolutely would want, if you're rich and you can afford an additional $325 on your build, go and upgrade this to the LA golf shaft. This thing is amazing. It really is. The feel is incredible. The only thing about the Mezz putter that I cannot like, and I do not like so far, this putter is so hard to lag putt with. It is so difficult to lag putt with. Anything I would say over 20 to 25 feet, it's the distance control is so much more difficult than with, like, I've had Scotty Camerons in the past. I've used several different type putters, and I've always been a pretty good lag putter. I can usually almost always two putt. I mean, I three putt, everybody three putt some, but I'm pretty good at two putting. You know, pretty good feel, just lag it up there 2 or 3 feet, make the putt. This thing, the only problem is lag putting. Inside 20 feet, I'd say 15 feet and in, this thing does feel absolutely lights out. It feels point and shoot. Wow, I can hit it on line. Everything's good on 15 footers and in. But once you get to that 25 plus feet, it's so hard. I think the biggest problem is kind of in its own technology. So these putters, they feel extremely light when you hold them. And from what I've learned from these groups, Facebook groups, and people messaging, because I'm not the only person that has struggled with this lag putting. It's almost every day you see a new post in these LAB Facebook groups. People are like, man, how do you lag putt with these things? How do you control your putter? You know, how do you control distances with these putters? The problem is in its own technology. This thing is so balanced that it feels like a feather. It really does. I mean, it feels so light because there's absolutely no torque. There's no toe hang. There's nothing holding it up in your stroke. So it's literally, there's nothing back there. Once you take your putting stroke, you almost lose it. Like, you almost feel like you're putting with air. Like, really. And it feels so light. And it's not because it's actually light. It's just because it's so balanced that it feels so light. And that's the biggest problem, and the reason why I personally struggle with the lag putting. But it looks to be like it's a problem for everyone with these putters, or at least a lot of them. And I do think that's something that you can overcome. You know, you can probably practice a ton with this putter, and if you play a lot, you know, you practice with the Mezz a lot, then you probably will dial it in and figure it out. Especially if you play the same greens over and over, you'll figure out how far back to take the putter and stuff. But this thing, the only downfall to the Mezz, the only drawback that I have for this putter is the ability to lag putt with these things. I think it's the balancing and the weighting. So what I would recommend is I went with standard weighting on this putter. You can go heavier, and you absolutely should go heavier on these putters. If you're used to, especially if you're like me and you're used to playing like Scotty Camerons and putters that have a pretty good weight in the head, you feel the weight, you definitely will want to go heavier on the weighting. That I feel like would at least give you some feel in the back, like when you're when you're taking your stroke, you'll actually still feel the putter head back there. And I think that would make a massive difference in the lag putting. But overall, this putter is amazing, I will say. I mean, the technology is incredible. I mean, we just had a winner on PGA Tour last week using the broomstick Mezz. Adam Scott plays the broomstick, the guy that won last week, Lucas Glover. I mean, so it's a fantastic putter. It absolutely is. Upgraded shaft, absolute must. I would absolutely recommend going heavier on the weighting on this, just specifically for the lag putting. I think it would help. I think it would really make this worth the money to me. The way I have it with the standard weighting, the lag putting is such an issue right now that I am almost not comfortable putting with the putter anymore. I don't have as much time to practice. I'm editing videos constantly, seems like. So I don't get to practice as much as I'd like. And I'm a tinkerer. I'll just admit it. I do tinker with a lot of equipment. So I actually have a different putter coming in. I'm probably going to test it for a while and review. But so the overall, the Mezz 1, the honest truth, this putter is incredible. It's super expensive. Like I said, if you built this new in the shop, it'd be like a $925 putter. I didn't pay that, by the way. I got this on a Facebook group for like $550. That's another tip. You might go to the LAB Golf Facebook group and you can find some deals on there on these LAB putters. Just try to get one that fits your specs as far as lie angle, and you should be good to go. But LAB Golf makes incredible putters. I mean, they're definitely proud of them. They put the price tag on there. They're proud of their technology, as they should be. But I would definitely recommend going heavy weighting on the head. Add a little bit of weight in this bad boy, and you'll be able to lag putt. If you're somebody that's struggling with your putting, looking for something different to try out, I would do it. I mean, if you get it the right way, go heavy weighting, upgrade the shaft, absolutely, and get your specs right, and you'll love it. You'll love the Mezz. But that is it, guys, for this review. So I've used this putter now for, I don't know, probably 3 months, and so that's my honest review after using it for about 3 months. Great putter, but I just don't know if it's gonna be the one that's right for me at this point in time. I think if I would've went with a heavier weighting, then it would be perfect. But other than that, guys, that's gonna do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like reviews like this, please let me know in the comments. Let me know also if you have a LAB putter and what your thoughts are. Do you agree with me on the lag putting? Is that an issue that you struggle with too? Leave your comments below about what your thoughts are on the Mezz 1, or if you've looked into it. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. I'm giving away a tailor-made golf bag. So if you're in that first 1,000 subs, you are entered in. So thank you guys again so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.